way that energy wheels work. Typically, these are a counterflow arrangement. So you can see that supply air goes on one side of the wheel, and then our exhaust air is going to pass by on the other, and then that wheel is going to rotate between those air streams. Typically, the wheel matrix, right? So that's what the wheel material is made out of, is going to handle that sensible energy transfer, transferring our heat. And then typically we're using a desiccant applied to that wheel to transfer the latent energy or the moisture side of it. So if you've never seen them before, it looks like this. You can get this guy to play. Maybe not. But typically this would be summertime conditions, right? So we're going to bring in that hot and humid outdoor air. We're going to reduce that temperature and moisture from our outdoor air and use our relatively cool and dry return air from the space. In the wintertime, it works exactly opposite. So now we're bringing in cold and dry air, and we're returning relatively moist and warmer air. We're actually going to keep that moisture in the space in the winter, which typically is a benefit as wintertime tends to see our spaces drying out. So it works great in the winter as well. As far as the types of wheels that you might find out in the industry, so the two most common ones are going to be an aluminum wheel or a polymer wheel. So both of these wheels, they are very, very effective, right? So you can see that ERR number, typically 70 to 80%. It's pretty easy to push them past that, right? You might even be able to squeeze up to 85% out of them. One of the biggest differences between aluminum wheels and polymer wheels is the thickness of that wheel. So to get that same 70 to 80% energy transfer, aluminum wheels are usually in that 6 to 12-inch thick range, whereas our polymer wheels, we have both an 1.5 inch and a 3-inch offering. So quite a bit thinner. Another big difference is our polymer wheels usually are a segmented design. So we have these kind of pie piece shapes that you can use on the energy wheel. It's very easy to take those pieces out, clean them, maintain them. It's a very straightforward, simple process. Whereas a lot of times those aluminum wheels are a one-piece wheel. So they get a lot bigger, a lot heavier, and a lot bulkier and harder to deal with. There is a difference between the desiccant. So you can see here the aluminum wheel uses what's called a molecular sieve. It's like a sprayed-on coating, whereas Greenheck, we use polymer wheels with a silica gel desiccant. So we'll talk about that. So basically the differences between the two, that silica gel desiccant, you can see this picture here. It's a microscopic image. It is a permanent coating, right? So that desiccant is permanently applied. This means you can wash it, you can clean it. The wheel is going to last the life of the unit, right? So there's no degradation of performance. It's a very robust, simple design of a wheel. Whereas in contrast, that aluminum wheel, like I said, it's that sprayed on coating. You can see there, typically to clean those, a lot of times people will pressure wash them. When you tend to pressure wash those aluminum wheels, it can actually flake off and degrade that desiccant. So at the end of the day, the polymer wheels, really a great option there. And then you can see cleaning wise, basically low pressure water, soap detergent, right? So very easy to clean and wash.